All right, we got our team meeting today. I'm super excited. It's everyone's favorite time of the month to get together, hang out for a little bit, have some refreshments. So this is going to be kind of a behind the scenes vlog day. I've got some things I want to share, some thoughts I've been having about 2025, 2026. If you're starting a real estate media agency or photography business right now, and some things I've been working on as a leader and an agency owner. So a little behind schedule. Gonna pack up, hit the road. Let's go.
All these demons messing around with my head. And I swear they're trying to leave me for dead.
Got team sweatshirts we're giving out today with the new logo on it. Let's go. Coffee machine.
But I'm waking up to a different song. You keep me sane when I've been
Let's go. All right.
2025. I can't believe it. May next year is going to mark 5 years in business. Absolutely mind-blowing for me. Obviously, 2025 is not over, but we're getting out of the busy season, and I think this is really the time of year agency owners need to take advantage of and say, what happened this past year? What went well? What do I want to change? And use this time well. So I'm getting started on my thoughts for the past year right now, figuring out what I want to do differently. As I was preparing our slide deck for our team meeting today, I was looking back at some of the goals we had for quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, and the agency has changed and grown, and some of the goals that I had at the beginning of the year are not the goals I have now, and I think that's okay, but it is interesting to consider. And we are about to hit 7 figures for 2025, which is mind-blowing for me. But that doesn't mean we have it all figured out. That doesn't mean we're not trying to keep growing and figure new things out. And if anything, for me, it's a motivator to stay locked in and say, all right, we have some growth. Let's take advantage of the things that are going really well for us. How can we do more of what's working and figure out what to cut away or maybe change? I've had a lot of people reach out recently and say, what's your advice if I'm getting started now? I want to grow my agency now. I'm having trouble getting clients. What do you recommend? Honestly, it's really not any different than what we're trying to do for our agency right now. It is figuring out how we can add value to the clients that we work with and be different from everyone else out there. Marketing is always changing, so there's always that opportunity. But that is always the goal for any marketing agency, I think, is to say, what's new in marketing? What's effective right now? How can I add value to the people I'm working with or the people I'm looking to work with? When we were growing, we did video that really stood out from everyone else. A lot of photographers still weren't doing video. That was the differentiator for us that allowed us to grow. Obviously, it's a little bit different now where video has come a long way and it's kind of commonplace, but I still think there's opportunities. There's always opportunities because marketing is always changing. I think that's the great thing and also the scary thing, because if someone comes out with this new agency that's getting results better for clients than we are, they could take our business. And it's not all about, having the largest business, but there is something to say for the drive to be an agency that adds value so that you can stay on top of what's actually working and where the value is for your agents. I think a huge component of this is focusing on doing something really, really well. And that might mean scaling back. You might need to scale back to say, I am going to add tons of value here. Because I think that is where we're going to start to see a lot of agencies differentiating themselves from others, where some agencies are crushing it in ads, crushing it in YouTube, crushing it in video, whatever it is. And they'll be able to grow and they'll stand out and they'll be adding that value. When you're not helping your agents stand out, you're not as effective. There's something to be said because there's always going to be a need for regular photos, regular video, and we have a lot of that business. I think that's a great plan. It's just hard to break in with those agents if you don't already have that work. I'm always just kind of caught in this balance of, I think I know where we're going. I have the vision for the agency, but something will happen that kind of changes my perspective. And then we tweak and we keep going. And I think that's all you can do. You do the best you can to figure out where you're trying to go, what your goal is, what you're trying to accomplish. And then over time, over the year, as the team changes, as you change, as you learn, as you see what the market needs, your goals will change a little bit, and that's okay. Just keep going in that direction, keep the end goal in mind, and make sure you're making progress. 2025 has been quite a ride. I will share a little bit more later about some of our plans for the off season and some of our plans for 2026 and what I'm hoping next year looks like for us.
Else can see my tears flow. Keep my spirits high and keep my fears low.
Hey, how's it going?
Fancy sauce in it.
Fancy sauce.
Little umami.
What were you doing?
Like-
Without cheers or something?
And that we're in November, it's 12. Yeah. First division comes back.
You're like, wow. Oh, my room's working from my phone. I'm like,
Yeah. So this is the
balance these things.
All right, team meeting wrapped up. Great time, as usual. Spent too much money on pastries, but it's always a fun time. Covered a lot of stuff, updates with the team, workflow changes. And now I've got a few videos I'm gonna make here, some vertical videos. So we're gonna get set up, and James is gonna help me film some of those. We spent a little bit of time getting this all set up. Strangely enough, we're gonna shoot in this corner here. We got a little bit of light coming through the window. We got a lamp. We set up the backdrop here, even though you're not gonna see it a whole lot, there and there. There's a lot you can do with light. There's a lot you can do with a studio. We'll show you what the final video looks like now. Hey, if you're a real estate media agency owner, I've been asked a lot, if I am trying to grow my real estate media agency, what should I be doing? The first thing I would have done differently over the past 4 years.
Sure you can feel a little better, so. Oh, do you have your.
Back home, long day, lots going on. Already recorded this clip out of focus. That means I'll probably be more concise now, so that's not a bad thing. For 2026, can't believe it's here already or it's coming soon. I'm so thankful for 2025. Part of my goals for 2026 is just to be a little bit more patient and less, I don't even know, just this feeling of like, change needs to happen right away. I'm unsatisfied with where I am, so I'm just pushing for new, for better, for more. I never thought I'd be saying that at this stage of the agency, if I was to look back. But I'm just kind of wrestling with this idea that it's good to be quick to take action for what you know needs to happen, but you need to be patient for the results. And I'm not great at that. I always want results right away. Anyways, goals for 2026. I need to sit down and do a little bit more planning. But at a high level, I'm trying to, for myself, for coaching, and then for our agency, define our area of excellence a little bit. Because that's the trend that I'm seeing for agencies and work in general, that those who are really skilled, really delivering value, those are the ones standing the test of time and excelling and growing and doing great things. So even though there's a variety of services that we're offering, I'm trying to make sure that we are staying focused on the value we're trying to provide and be excellent in the agency side. And then for me as a coach, the real focus is to be an excellent agency operator. Having great systems that make us great to work with, easy to work with, consistent, all those things. If I can do that well for our agency, I know I'll be able to do that well in coaching. And that is the lane I want to I want to own, is being an excellent agency operator and continuing to build those systems to be excellent, and then developing new systems and services in line with delivering value for our clients. And I know that as I can do both of those things, that's going to be great for both coaching and education and for our agency. So for me, I'm working on stepping out entirely of the day-to-day at the agency. I'm mostly there and I'm working my way out. But for me, that's my goal so that I can go after that long-term vision. And for our agency, it's really, again, trying to understand what that true value is for our agents, where marketing's going, where we might need to trim back and what we're offering so that we can excel in other things, and finding out what's actually worth it. And I feel like I'm seeing that in the agency now. I said this in one of the short form videos I did. I've had people asking me, what should I do to stand out and to grow my agency? Oh, I said this at the beginning of the video. It's really just finding ways to add value. And that can be a tricky thing. And I want to make sure that we're really focused and precise with that next thing, because it can be a waste of time for sure. We've been there. So those are my thoughts around 2026. Want to continue to grow. Also want to be a little bit more just present and patient. I don't want to miss the journey for the destination. I want to enjoy every day. So that's my focus. I'm enjoying YouTube. For anyone who's still watching, it's been a lot of fun. It's helping me with communication. It's helping me in a lot of ways. So I'm enjoying making these videos. I got to get back to editing my last video and finish that one up. So hope you've enjoyed. Hope this has been valuable. If you have questions or would love to see more on any particular topic, send me a comment, leave a comment, send me a message, whatever you want to do. All right.